June 6, 1944, a day that will live forever in history. In the early hours of the morning, under cover of darkness, the Allied forces launched the greatest amphibious invasion in history. Operation Overlord was underway. More than 156,000 American, British, and Canadian troops crossed the English Channel toward the beaches of Normandy, France. Their objective? To break Hitler's grip on Western Europe. Over 5,000 ships and 11,000 aircraft supported the assault. Battleships bombarded German defenses. Aircraft pounded enemy positions from above. Shortly after midnight, American paratroopers dropped behind enemy lines. Their mission? Secure bridges, disrupt communications, and prevent German reinforcements from reaching the beaches. At dawn, landing craft approached 5 designated beaches: Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno, and Sword. At Omaha Beach, American forces faced devastating machine gun fire from heavily fortified cliffs. Casualties were severe, yet the troops did not retreat. Engineers blasted through barbed wire and obstacles. Infantry units advanced yard by yard. Small groups of soldiers scaled the bluffs and attacked German strongpoints from behind. By nightfall, the Allies had secured all 5 beaches. The cost was heavy. Thousands were killed or wounded that day, but the foothold in France was secured. D-Day marked the beginning of the liberation of Western Europe. It forced Germany to fight a major war on 2 fronts, against the Soviet Union in the east, now the Allied powers in the west. This strained German resources and weakened Hitler's ability to defend his territory. Within weeks, more than 1 million Allied troops poured into France. From the shores of Normandy began the final march toward victory in Europe. From farms to factories, and to our front lines now reaching the Pacific, our freedom troops are making their way to Iwo Jima to bring freedom to enemies and secure step towards peace and unity once again. Here on this volcanic island of Iwo Jima, a crucial strategic airbase for the US to support B-29 bombing missions against the enemy, the Japanese. This island provides emergency landings for damaged bombers and fighter escorts, and is one of the most significant points of the war so far, shining the spotlight to new freedom fighters and their help in fighting for a safer and more democratic world of peace. Barely 8 square miles in size, this small island plays a bigger role in the war than you think. Iwo Jima lies halfway between our bomber bases and the Japanese homeland. From this enemy stronghold, American airmen have faced deadly opposition. However, its capture means safer passage for our bombers and a faster road to victory. The beaches of Iwo Jima, black with volcanic ash, offer little cover. Yet America's fighting men press forward, facing intense resistance from the determined enemy dug deep into the island's rocky terrain. The enemy has turned Iwo Jima into a fortress, covered with hidden weapons and reinforced bunkers. This is a challenge for our freedom fighters, however. Methodically and relentlessly, our Marines move ahead, yard by yard. This is not a battle of speed, but a battle of endurance and strength, courage and training, teamwork and determination. We watch as the sons of America storm the test of freedom against the evils of modern warfare placed in the wrong hands. And then, at the top of Mount Suribachi, the island's highest peak, a moment that will live on in American history, the American Marines have taken the high ground. Although the battle continues, the symbol speaks of progress and signifies the victory that is soon to come. The costs have been heavy, the fighting has been fierce, but the American spirit and determination carries on as the spirit of the man remains unbroken. Here brings one step closer to a better future for our country, our lives, and our future generations to come. Here, we bring freedom to the world, one battle at a time.
As the war reaches its climax, the American fighters make their way to face their fiercest test yet, Okinawa. Just 350 miles off the coast of Japan, the island of Okinawa stands as the last barrier before the enemy's homeland as victory is close in sight. Its capture would provide us vital airways, naval anchorages, and a base from which final blows in the war could be delivered from. On April 1st, 1945, the greatest invasion of the Pacific War began. At first, the beaches are quiet, but this silence is deceiving. As the U.S. troops storm ashore under heavy fire, they are faced with an enemy determined to fight and kill every last American troop. From caves to hidden areas, the Japanese launch endless attacks with bitterness and heavy losses. Mud, rain, and relentless resistance slowed every step towards freedom. However, through endurance and strength, victory shall prevail. While battle rages on land, another struggle unfolds at sea as American ships face similar battles from kamikaze suicide assaults. This strategy proves to be futile against our great American troops who bring determination and grit into battle. Caught in the crossfire, Okinawa citizens struggle and suffer alongside their armies, signifying the cost of freedom and peace and the price of total war. Slowly and steadily, our American forces break through the enemy's defenses and watch as the organized resistance collapses ahead. After months of fighting, Okinawa is secured with a staggering cost. Thousands have fallen, Americans and Japanese alike. However, from Okinawa, a new outlook emerges as American air powers have access to the heart of the enemy empire. The end of the war is near as our troops take their last steps towards victory. With courage at the front and unity at home, America presses forward, determined for peace at last.